Welcome to another episode of Women in Tech. We have this show to encourage more females to step into IT industry and also to showcase Sri Lankan female tech talent. In today's episode, we have Arthana Nadaraj. She is a senior business intelligence engineer at CMS. She joined with us recently and she works in an all-female BI team for a US startup. Hi, Arthana. Welcome to today's episode.
Thanks, Asanti. It's a pleasure to be part of the series.
As my first question to you, Arthana, I would like to know, as a kid, what did you dream of becoming?
That is a very interesting question, Asanti. To answer that question, I would say I had a strong interest in solving problems when I was a kid. When I say problems, I used to love working on jigsaw puzzles, solving crossword puzzles, the decoder puzzles that used to get part of the newspapers on Sundays. And I always loved doing it. I think that has paved the way for where I am today. I always had a strong likeness towards logical thinking and analytical approach to a problem. And luckily, my day-to-day work involves a lot of that. So I would say that was what I was interested since childhood.
So Arthana, you had a very interesting early career during your days at IBM, where you've been recognized with several awards for your contribution. Can you tell us a bit about how you started your career in data and BI?
I joined IBM soon after graduation. So I started as a tester, and 10 months through it, I moved to another project which involved a lot of data. So it was a data migration project. And I think that paved the strong base for where I am. So I was a part of the data management team where I came into an exposure of various skills of data. So I was involved with data profiling, the data architecture. I also came to know about the importance of data masking, data security. I was involved with every part of the data lifecycle. In addition to that, I got a chance to work with different teams. So I worked with the business team, I worked with the development, the testing team, the front-end users. And this kind of gave me the entire picture of the data flow, how important data is to a business. So when I experienced that, I think that paved or that gave me the strong affinity towards working with data. And I think that is why I've started with the business intelligence and I'm here right now.
Now, Arthana, a recent market research quotes that in 2020, the business intelligence market was $22 billion and is expected to double by 2028. At the same time, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, we see that there is a growing demand for business intelligence skills. Why do you think that there is such a rise in demand for BI skills?
The world has changed a lot, I would say so. It's become a data-driven world. Every business out there, they try to take decisions based on their historical data. So when I say historical data, it's going to be simply tables with rows and columns of data. And there isn't much that you can actually get out from the raw data. You need a little bit of technical knowledge to model and modify the data. I think this is where business intelligence comes into picture, where we try to bridge the gap between the business and the technical skills. So you can come up with a number of prediction models, machine learning models, even AI networks, but only a business intelligence mindset can put forward or can connect the output with the business. So you can't expect people with marketing expertise to know and understand a machine learning output. So that gap is bridged by the business intelligence, where we try to connect with the output that we get from these models in a business perspective and pass it on to the business for better insights. I think this is the main importance of business intelligence, and that's where there's always a growing demand for the mindset and the skill set.
Now, Arthana, you work in a fast-growing team of all-female BI engineers at CMS. So what motivates or drives you every day?
As part of my daily activity, I talk to a lot of people from different business backgrounds. I talk to a lot of people from different teams. So when I say different teams, they are from the sales team, the marketing team, the financial teams, the upper management, the executive management of a particular business. They all have different mindsets. The fascinating thing about business intelligence is the same underlying data based on different views or the different business problems that you have can be modified to get different insights. So the way the marketing team would deal the data would be different from how the sales team would look at it, or how the business management team would want to look at the data. So I think that's the driving factor for me every day. Different problems, different kinds of problems, and different ways you think about it. So that I think that's very fascinating and has kept me intrigued by my daily work.
Interesting indeed. Arthana, I know you and your team have knowledge in diverse range of tools such as Tableau, Power BI, Alteryx, Domo, and Click Sensors, etc. What advice would you give the younger women just entering the BI stream? And what fundamentals should they learn, and what tools would you recommend for them?
I would say there are, from my own perspective, I would say there are three main skill sets that one should master to become very successful in business intelligence. So the first one would be basics of data. You need to know the basics of data. And then the second one would be data modeling. So the underlying concepts of data engineering and modeling, like where the data comes from, how it's stored, and what are the different kinds of transformations and modifications that can be done on data. The third important skill set would be business mindset. I personally believe that every business is unique, and every new business is a learning curve for us. So anyone and everyone can come up with a dashboard. You can just randomly put together a couple of visualizations and come up with a dashboard and show it to the business owners. But only a person with the right business mindset would know the right kind of questions to choose, and also the right kind of visualizations to answer the business problem. And they also know the right way to deliver it to the business, because people from business are not from a business intelligence background or from a technical background. You need to talk in their terms. So the business mindset is very, very important when you want to start a career in business intelligence. Something that was mentioned in the question was the different tools. I think if you master in these three skills, you can pick up any tool and work your way through. So I would say these are the three important skills that you'll have to master.
So that brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you so much, Arthana, for your advice and the time with us. It was a pleasure having you on our Women in Tech show. Until we meet again with another episode, take care. Bye.